we're going to be able to get back to our special 2. Look how quick this is. And this is a SIG 1 Nimrod. Hey, welcome back to the channel. All right, Nimrod. He is awesome. He is amazing. I've done 2 videos already on him. In the last one, which was a full guide, how to play, we went over a lot of the basics. I talked about him versus healing and prowess and why I thought he was well situated for where the game was heading. And I thought, although he is already incredibly valuable, there's a very good chance his value will only continue to climb. In this video, we're going to go ahead and talk about it. I know I'm comparing him to Human Torch. I'm not saying he is as good as Human Torch, but he is very similar in that if he is going up against mutants, he destroys them. And just like Human Torch has that with Mystics, he also has it against energy damage. And in this video, we're going to explain, I'm going to show you Nimrod versus healing or prowess does the same thing, and it doesn't have to be mutants. All right, if you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit like and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Go ahead and even share would be awesome for me. I'd appreciate it. All right, here is why, and I'm gonna go over this. It's gonna be simple, and then we're gonna look at some fights, and I wanna show you why this is happening, explain why before we dive into the fight so you have a better idea of what's happening here. Now, the awakened ability, we've already talked about why that is important, why I believe his awakened ability is an extremely worthy one to have if you want to get the most out of it. But here, we're going with the green dot here on this one. Eradicate Protocol grants unblockable specials and increases the potency duration of special attacks by 10 to 35%, meaning every 6 stone, every time you pull them, you're getting a significantly stronger Nimrod. But even at SIG 1, your Eradicate Protocol will grant an unblockable special. Why does this matter? We're going to go ahead and look directly at the synergy with Kitty Pryde, who herself is a very awesome champion. Very awesome. And this synergy, I've talked to Kabam, they are getting this fixed. I've pointed it out, it's not working properly for Kitty Pryde. Now, the important part here, though, is Nimrod. Unblockable special attacks create 1 armor up per defeated mutant in a quest. Mutants are everywhere. So if you defeat a mutant, and then you throw a special attack, triggering your Eradicate, or you're already in Eradicate, that Eradicate special is going to be unblockable, which will trigger an armor up, which we know will then give you a protocol charge, right? We know that. If you're confused, go back to the other video, then come back and watch this one. That's going to happen when you're in the Eradicate protocol. Additionally, where is it? I want to make sure I read it properly. Here, in adaptive protocols, gain 1 protocol charge when gaining an armor up. Cool, we're already aware of that. And when the opponent activates prowess or regeneration. This was not something that was immediately obvious to me when reading him, but as I started to play him more and more, I was realizing I was staying in the Eradicate protocol, which is the protocol you want to be in. It's the one that combines Titan and Blitz. I was staying in it, or I was getting back to it much faster, even in non-mutant champion fights, because there was regen or prowess. Let's jump into the fights. I'm going to show you some. Yes, some will be against mutants where he's like even more super powered because both of these things are working together, the armor ups and the regen and the prowess, and some fights against non-mutant champions. You're going to see this guy absolutely dominates it. All right, we're going to jump straight into 7.3 for a whole lane with a lot of the nodes that I'm talking about. There's also some defenders, if you're familiar with them, with Jubilee. I don't want to overstate things. It's not going to happen frequently, but there will be a couple of times where his, being Nimrod's damage, is inflated due to the node. But the most important part here is the aggression regeneration, and I am going to show you at least 2 fights that do not have this capability. So here we go. You can see she is a mutant, so that's helping increase this even more. But you can see we're already into the Eradicate protocol. You see we have 5. You see how quickly we're getting the charges. Like, we just reset the Eradicate protocol already. We threw our SP1, so we've got a significantly increased power gain. We're going unstoppable, unblockable. We have not defeated any mutants yet, so the synergy with Kitty Pryde has not kicked in. But you see the tremendous amount of damage. You saw the health pool on Jubilee, and then how quickly this is allowing us to get right back to, we're already at 9. We're going to be at 10 protocol charges here in just a second. Need her to trigger a heal. We're going to turn that into a shock, and boom. She's dead. She's going to die. There she goes. So that was very quick to kill and do, I think, around 400,000 damage. Now, I told you, we're not going to just show mutants. I don't want this to be, he's only good mutants, because he is most definitely not just good against mutants. Okay, here we go. We're going to go into this Ronin. That was almost 400,000 health. Same exact node. Same exact node. And we're seeing this more and more in the game from champion abilities and also nodes. It's even now going to be a node in war. So keep this in mind. I shouldn't have done these intercepts. It's just something that naturally, you know, when you're playing the game, sometimes you just naturally start intercepting. It's not a great way to play him because you do get the armor ups when you're in, I think this is the Titan protocol, and that will increase your protocol charges, but no big deal. We're going to get a chance to show his SP3 heal, which I don't like now at a low sig. I think at a high sig might be actually pretty powerful. Might be something fun to test out. I know I'm very excited about trying to pull more Nimrods of this next featured. So here we go. We're going to go and see it. At least it's a cool SP3. It's a cool SP3 animation. It also does have a bit of like a, I'm not sure what the right term is, but I think in the correct scenarios, it's kind of like almost like an instant kill if you've beaten enough of the health pool down of the opponent. So anyways, here we go. Moving on. You see we're in the Eradicate protocol. Anytime now watch, we got rid of the heal and we got a protocol for it. So it's helping us get our protocol charge up. We've already at 5. If I parried more, we would be getting more charges. We've now beaten a mutant. So when we threw the unblockable, we got an armor up, which gave us a protocol charge. We're already back to 10 protocol charges. We're up to our special 2. We're gonna be able to throw it and go unstoppable, unblockable. Some really nice shock damage, really nice. Unstoppable off of that, punishing this guy. We're already back to our SB3. This isn't because of the node. You guys can see the buffs that are on there for Nimrod. Those are just his natural energized buffs and things like that. Boom, dead. Dead. That was not a mutant. That was not a mutant. Here we go. We're going to go up against this Mr. Sinister. Kind of scary, right? Like, oh no, Nimrod's not shock immune. What is going to happen? Mr. Sinister's going to put the shocks back on you. They're very, very quick. In the beginning, I thought that was kind of a negative, right? But they're very, very quick. The shocks he's putting on when we remove a heal, you see them right there. Now, here's the other thing. The shock off that SB2 is passive. It's short and it's passive. Sinister can't put those back on us. We're going to go back to our SB3. I remember at this point in the lane, I wanted to do the whole lane itemless, which I do end up doing. We'll see one more fight here against Apocalypse. Pretty cool. But so I did do a bit of healing. I don't think you really need to do that with Nimrod unless you really want to and you've got him at a nice sig, or you get pushed to it because his Energize really gets going, as you see. I mean, that's some significant increased power gain. So here we go. You can see I'm trying to throw him at SP3. Very cool, fun SP3 animation again. And then watch this. What is this? The Sinister is at 78% health. Watch how quickly he goes from 78 to dead. Watch this. We've triggered our Eradicate. That's what's the purple. Anytime there's a heal or we parry stun, we're going to get some charges. We've now completely refreshed our Eradicate charges through our SB2. We're unstoppable. I mean, it's it's really awesome. He is so good. And just like Torch against energy damage champions, it will solely depend on how many nodes and champions Kabam puts in the game that have prowess and regeneration. The more prowess and regeneration that come into this game, the more you're going to be able to do this with Nimrod. So look at this. We only had 28% health. I was very proud of this. Only 28% health against this big, beefy Apocalypse. Now, we've defeated, I think, 2 to 3 mutants on the path here. I wanted to show this for a couple of reasons. You see how tanky this guy is, how little damage we lost on that Apocalypse special there. We are running recoil, so we're losing 5% health per special thrown. Again, it's the same process. It's the same process. When we parry, stun, or when we're well-timed blocked, we're going to get the charges. We were up to 10 charges. We throw our special, so we're going to go unstoppable. Look how quickly this Apocalypse is melting. And then he's going to throw his SB2 here. Look how little health we're going to lose. Look at this. I'm pretty happy with 1% health loss. I can handle that. And again, I'm not even going over all the other utility like the power drain and the cowardice and things like that that are happening. That's, again, going to be in that other video. But here we go. And this is how confident I am. We're going to get him down to about 30% health. I don't know, somewhere in there. And you'll see that if we would die, we have 5% health. I know that throwing the special would cause us to die because I'll subtract 5% health. But I know this SB2 will kill off Apocalypse. Done. The vast majority of our health loss was from throwing specials. All right. That was also from the big buildup, though, with the Kitty Pryde synergy. Keep that in mind. Remember, we talked about that. Okay. This is going up against Angela. This is Act 6.4, I believe. Yeah, 6.4. And this is Arc Overload, Lionheart. We're going to use this to our advantage. You can see we have Kitty Pryde again. I believe we've defeated 2 mutants up to this point. 2 mutants up to this point. So not as big of a health pool. She's not a mutant. So we're not going to get the benefit of the additional armor up from the well-timed blocks from the SIG. But watch how he still handles this exceptionally well. We are already up to 6, now 7 protocol charges. And we haven't even really got her healing going yet. Let's let her natural healing start to kick in. You know, this is also cool too. Check out the stats for him on what happens with an armor break. It's minus 100% effectiveness. Very, very cool thing. All right, so we've got our energized. This is something I talked about. We're going to be able to get back to our special 2. Look how quick this is. And this is a SIG 1 Nimrod. Remember how much the potency and duration is increased of your effects off of specials by the SIG ability. It goes up to 35% increases, I believe, at SIG 200. So that's just going to help you get to the special 2 that much faster. We're still in Eradicate, and we just threw our special to re-establish Eradicate, and we were already at 6 Eradicate charges because we were removing heals and because of that synergy with Kitty Pryde, who is an amazing champion, and she also benefits from the synergy with Nimrod herself too. Keep that in mind. This is not a wasted here. So this is the boss fight for that lane in 7.3. Those nodes that were potentially helping us very rarely came into affect the fights though, is not present in this. This is that supercharge. This is 2 things, surge protector, blah, blah, blah. The important part is that he's gonna go unblockable at some point, if I remember correctly. We haven't gotten to it yet. Let's get to it. Vigorous Assault. While the defender has a regen buff active, they gain 65% attack rating and their attacks become unblockable. If you fought Cable, you know that there are times where he is going to get a heal. Could be a real issue, right? That he is more aggressive, he's going to sell at intercepting, and he's going to start healing at points. You know, what are we going to do? What are we going to do, right? Okay, I want to show you. And this is very important to keep in mind. When Nimrod is in the Blitz protocol, which is the orange one here, you don't need to actually hit the defender. Watch. It's not going to be here. It'll be in a second. All you have to do is hit their block. So he's unblockable, but I know, got a little lucky there. I know we're going to go into Blitz in a second. There it was. It was very, very short, but we turned into Blitz protocol and then we hit his block. His healing was removed, turned into a shock, and by doing that, we removed the unblockable. We're now in Eradicate. I believe we defeated like 3 or 4 mutants at this point in time in the quest, thanks to the Kitty Pryde synergy. So we're going to get even more protocol charges when we throw our specials. Let's kind of watch this happen. I think I make a mistake here. I'm going to get hit with a special at some point. But we've got 8 armor ups. I should try to parry if I can. So I lost 4 armor ups. That wasn't good. I didn't play that very well. There we go. So we're able to refresh our protocol charges because of the Kitty Pryde synergy, right? We talked about that. And we're just absolutely destroying this Cable. I know I make a mistake here in a second. Maybe this is it. No, nah, it'll happen. There it is. Okay, cool. So we're going to lose quite a bit of health. No big deal. We've got our 10 charges. And that Kitty Pryde synergy is really coming in big there. You see, because it's helping us keep our Eradicate charges. It's having us get back to Eradicate when we throw these specials. I think we're going to get to one more SP2 and finish this. Here we go. We should throw this. We'll be unblockable. Boom. Remember, this is a big, beefy Cable. That special did, what, 30% of his health, at least. Nimrod, dude. Nimrod. He is not just for mutants. If they, you know, it's like it's like Archangel, where if you can bleed and poison, he will destroy them. If it's a mutant, if it's got prowess, if it's got healing, he will destroy them. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think. I know a lot of it happens very quickly. It actually took me a lot of playing Nimrod because of the way his eradicate charges and the armor ups are constantly in flux and renewing and interchanging with each other, or changing over or counting for different things. It's taken me quite a while to get comfortable with the system, but understanding how it's working, how quickly he can get his eradicate charges back going, and how you saw it. How so frequently he just either stays in the eradicate mode, which is absurd, or quickly gets back to it. I'm going to get out a rank 4 video here soon where I'm going to talk about my next rank 4. He actually is in consideration for me. The biggest holdback for me will be that he's coming up in this next featured crystal. I would very much like to pull him. I don't want to waste 6 stones if I don't need to. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I missed anything. And if you've pulled Nimrod, congratulations. And if you're saving for him, you're a very, very smart summoner. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I hope you either learned something, were entertained, or even better, a little bit of both. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.